Do you want to know how amazing people connect? Well, you're in the right place. Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie.
Thanks for connecting. And if you like what you hear, please share.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie. So glad to have you all here today. And as I'm talking, I am adjusting on the fly. There you go. All right. So glad to have you guys here. And you know what? I love every Monday and Thursday at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time because it's Marketing with Russ. And I love that. And you're here and it's an amazing community. I get so excited. You know, Mondays get me just rolling. I love the beginning of a new week. Very exciting. But Thursdays are great too because, you know, so much has been accomplished. So many good things have happened. And I am just thankful for both. And I'm thankful for life and I'm thankful for you. And so today I just want to say blessings to you over this amazing Christmas season. And I'm just thankful that you are part of my life and my community. And so there you go. Thanks for being here today. You know, this whole show is all about how amazing people connect. And we're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk to amazing people like Mr. Tim Sohn, who's on the show today, who is an amazing. He is the greatest of all time. There he is. He is definitely the greatest of all time. He's the GOAT. He is the GOAT. So anyway, hey, we're going to talk to him. But, you know, I want to first off just say how thankful I am that we're able to do this because of the amazing sponsors that we have. And Independent Merchant Brokers has been a sponsor since pretty much the beginning of my live streaming. And IMB is an amazing group that can do your credit card, debit card processing, and point of sale systems. They're amazing. They're based out of Oregon here, and they are incredible. And you need to connect with them at independentmerchantbrokers.com. That's where you go, independentmerchantbrokers.com. And then also Financial Freedom Wealth Management Group. They also have been a sponsor for a long time, an amazing group. And Financial Freedom can help you save for retirement. They can help you invest. They can do amazing things for you. So go to financialfreedomwmg.com is how you get in touch with them. And finally, here in Salem, Oregon, Mama's on the Go Bistro. Oh my goodness. My good friend Tammy owns this place and it's amazing lunches. If you're in Salem, you have got to eat there. Great lunches, great coffee, just really incredible stuff. A cute little bistro, not a huge thing, but it's like very intimate and nice. So you need to check that out. And I appreciate all of those sponsors because that is how we come to you, because it is just takes resources to put on even a positive, fun message like this. So I appreciate them and I appreciate all of that and all of you. So we're going to get back to this. So like I told you, we're talking to amazing people like Tim, and I love to connect and I want to connect with you. And if you haven't already connected, please go to russhedge.com. That's russhedge.com. Connect with me today. I would love to Zoom with you. You can schedule time on my calendar, or you can just communicate with me through social media, my email, my phone, whatever works best for you. It's all there at russhedge.com. And would love for you to be part of our YouTube community. And you know what? All you do is go to marketingwithruss.live. Marketingwithruss.live will take you there. Amazing. It'll take you there, and then you can do whatever you want. And I hope that you choose to subscribe. You can watch videos and not have to do that if you don't want to. But when you subscribe, you get all that past content right there at your fingertips and notices about upcoming content. So I would love for you to be part of that community at marketingwithruss.live. Also, you can tag your friends and share right now, whether you're watching live or on Restream. On Restream, you can still comment, you can still share, you can still do so many amazing things, even when it's been sitting there after we've done it live. So please do that today. And this then converts to audio podcast. So you can listen if you want to hear it again or you missed part of it. Go to iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, whatever's your favorite platform for podcasting, and you can listen to Marketing with Russ. So that would be so, so great. Anyway, I think, let's see. Whew. Oh, no, wait, there is more. Right behind me. There you go. Befuddled, live the life you choose. Tim's backstage doing it. Look at him. Befuddled, live the life you choose. There he is. I knew he would do that if I said it. And so, listen, you can get that book on Amazon or on russhedge.com, and it will encourage and inspire you. Trust me, it will. I even have a companion workbook you can get to go with it on Amazon. Also, 2 new books out. We have Rattled Awake that just came out, about a month and a half ago. #1 bestseller, #1 on Amazon. Amazing in its category. Appreciate the co-authors I got to work with. And I just finished doing one called A Note to My Family, also available at russhedge.com or Amazon, and another international bestseller. So very exciting to be part of that. And Tim and I might talk to you about something else today that has to do with books. I don't know. We'll see. And why don't we just bring him in and find out? Let's just get the show started. There he is, Mr. Tim Sohn.
Hello, Mr. Russ Hedge. How are you?
Well, now that I have my friend Tim on the line, I am much better.
Likewise, now that my friend Russ is here, and Gary the Goat.
There you go.
All is good with Russ and the Goat. So
Russ and the Goat and Tim and the Goat. There he is. Mine is called, my goat is Tim. This is Tim the Goat. I mean, I had to, since I got it from Tim, I had to absolutely put that in there. You know what, Tim? I never do this, but I forgot, and I don't want to miss this because, I know the value of sponsors and people helping with things. The Perspectives on Cancer, all the people that invested in that and helped. It's so important with the things that we're doing. And I forgot to tell everybody, when you're in Salem at Mama's on the Go and you want to have lunch, you can call them at 503-378-9036. That's 503-378-9036. It's important to give you how to get in touch with them. And I forgot on that one. So I want to make sure and get that in because Tim is going to come visit me sometime soon. And we're going to go to Mama's and we're going to have a wonderful, amazing sandwich and coffee. And it'll be great.
Are. Yeah.
There you go. All right. So Tim, listen,
Russ.
I think pretty much 99.9% of all people in social media know you, but for that 1% of people that don't, give everybody a little snapshot. Who's Tim?
Sure. Thanks so much for having me again, Russ. I am a dad, a husband, a son, a brother, a goat lover. I am a live stream producer. I help people with using live streaming and social media to make a bigger impact in the world. And I'm a cancer survivor. And I want you all to know that y'all are the GOAT, greatest of all time.
Woohoo! We want to hear it. Yes. Woo. There you go. We'll even get my smiley face guy out today from my mama.
I love the smiley face.
Yes. It was I told you in the backstage, it was in my mama's memory care before she passed away. And it's one of the things I have up right in front of me, besides pictures, but I also have the little smiley face to remind me of mama. So, somebody talked to me the other day about you. And this is actually, I shouldn't say the other day.
Uh-oh.
This is quite a long time ago, but they were apologizing to me because it's somebody we both knew. And to be honest with you, at this point, Tim, it's been so long ago, I forgot who it is, but they were apologizing because they were using you to help them with their live stream. And I said, don't apologize to me. I said, I would be using Tim with my live stream. So there you go. This is what I love about this community is coming together, even with people that maybe do a lot of the same things you do, from the get-go,
Yeah.
I've sought people out like you and other people that are amazing people and maybe doing some of the same things I'm doing, but that's okay because I think that makes me better. It gives me somebody to emulate and learn from. And man, I tell you, I am all about supporting other people like you, Tim, that are doing amazing things. So I just think that's great. But you launched from this social media and this live streaming thing into perspectives on cancer, which is really becoming quite a big deal. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Sure. So, Perspectives on Cancer. Well, it's a few things. It's a book. This is volume number 1 of the book, Perspectives on Cancer. Cancer patients, survivors, and supporters share their stories. But really, Perspectives on Cancer was started after I shared my cancer story for the first time more than 2 years ago. And after the show, Showing Up Perspectives on Cancer was created, where we have conversations with cancer patients, survivors, and supporters, just like Russ Hedge over here, who has been a 2-time victim of the show. I mean, volunteer. 2-time. I think you're the only, well, maybe not now, but you were the only 2-time guest. I guess guest is the proper word on the show.
I was the first. There you go.
You were the first. Yes. And really everything that has to do with Showing Up Perspectives on Cancer is all about letting others know that they're not alone and encouraging them to share their stories and to do it when they're ready. And it's all about community, and it's all about learning, because when you're in a cancer journey, you may not be expecting to get cancer when you get it. I know I wasn't. And so it's all about learning from other people and being inspired by other people and relating to other people and all the things.
All the things, all
All
the
the
things. And it is so something that I really supported. You and my friend Barron here in Oregon that's got got his whole thing with his, now I'm spacing the name of his thing with cancer. What is it, Tim?
Oh, I know what you mean.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, I shouldn't have said that. Barron, I hope you're not watching. Anyway, it'll come to me. It'll come like flashing into my brain. But
Kicking Cancer.
Kicking Cancer, that's it. And so I was a huge supporter of you, Perspectives on Cancer, and of that long before I got cancer. And you know what? I learned that what I had really taught people and preached for so long about connection and community building not only was my lifeline, because it makes my life better. And I know you're this way, Tim, to help others and to communicate with others and to support others. But then I got all that support back during the times when sometimes I really needed it. Sometimes and we talked about, I was able to go to the live this last year in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Love
Yes.
that place. Oh my goodness. Home
I'm
of the
so glad
Office
you
and Joe
came, Russ.
Biden. There you go. If you love the Office and Joe Biden, you need to go to Scranton. But anyway, it was something I learned there, besides all the wonderful support, was cancer is a lifelong journey, because when you go through the treatment and when things happen, it affects your whole body. And, you're still dealing with things with cancer and things that have happened. And I'm going in for eye surgery. And so, there's all these things that happened because of that. I became a type 1 diabetic because of it. Just lots of things that I'm not saying woe is me. I'm saying
Right.
that it is a lifelong journey because your body gets kind of in chaos, right? When you have the support though of Tim Sohn and Perspectives on Cancer, it's amazing, Tim. I just love all that.
I appreciate that, Russ. And I appreciate you and all the support that you give to me and so many other people as well. And what you were saying before about, you know, supporting other people, right? Like, I feel like both me and you are givers, and there's so many givers out there. And like when I created Showing Up Perspectives on Cancer, I didn't create it for me. I created it to help others. But then when my cancer came back within the last year, I really, really needed the support of others.
Right.
And so many incredible people, including you, Russ, showed up for me, including a show that I did where I shared that my cancer had come back. And I invited people to come on from the comments live to have a conversation with me about it. And I just felt so supported.
Right.
And yeah, so it's, you never know when you're helping people, uh, when you're going to need the help yourself. And then so much gratitude for when people show up for us too, right, Russ?
Right. No, exactly. And I think that people don't realize, even when they are a giver and even when they're doing a lot of things to get, trying to help others and all that, we don't realize how much we really need that support at the time. I gave up trying to tell my sister, who I love to death, my real sister, my biological sister. 'Cause I have several. I have several sisters, but my real biological sister, I gave up trying to tell her I didn't need help
Yeah.
because she wanted to help and she loves me. And the last time I told her, I said, Brenda, you really don't have to drive me. I can really drive to this. She goes, well, I just want to be with you. I just want to spend time with you and support you. And I thought, you know what? I do really need that. I mean, you think you don't, but you need that, and knowing people that are there for you, right? So,
Yeah, for sure.
and that was so evident at the live showing up. I mean, everything you do, it's evident, Tim, but it was so evident at the live showing up in Scranton. And I really loved one of the speakers whose sister happens to be Nightbird. Well, she has passed away now, but she was Nightbird on America's Got Talent, and a lot of people are going to just know who that is. I mean, I told somebody in Europe the other day, and they're like, "Oh," and I told my assistant in the Philippines, "Oh yeah, we all love Nightbird." I'm like,
Wow.
they know I Nightbird everywhere. So I am
Yeah.
saying that right, Tim?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to make sure I was doing it right. So anyway, but I love what she said when she was talking to Simon, and that is, yes, she was having trouble. She was having problems because of the cancer, but she was so much more than her problems. And I just love
Yeah.
that. I mean, think about that. So much more than her problems. We all have problems. We all have challenges. That's welcome to life, everybody. Welcome to life, right? But
Yeah.
you're so much bigger than your problems, right, Tim?
That's very true. And we all get to choose how we want to be defined to an extent, at least on social media, right?
I, yeah.
So, like in my case, since I'm doing all these initiatives, I talk about cancer a lot. And a lot of people might not even know what I do because I talk about cancer so much, right? But we are so much more than, like, I'm so much more than cancer, right? I was saying
Yes.
before, I'm a husband, a dad, a brother, a son, all those things. And goat, goat lover. This is Gus, by the way. Meet Gus.
Are you
But
a
I
hedgehog
100% agree.
lover? That's what I wanted to know. Are you a hedgehog lover?
Oh, let us know what your favorite stuffed animal is. We want to know.
There you go.
Um,
Yeah, please tell us, everybody, what's your favorite stuffed animal? This, by the way, was given to me by my beautiful wife when we were just dating many, many years ago. So, yes, been over, let's see, dating has been over 37 years ago. So, anyway, go ahead. I digress. Back to you, Tim.
no, it's all good. I mean, anytime there's a digression to stuffed animals, bring it on. What were we talking about?
I know that I got you totally off track. You were talking about you're so much more than your cancer, and
Oh yeah.
the whole thing.
Yeah, we are so much more than our cancer or whatever our thing is that we're going through. And we get to choose how much of that we want to let people know about, what parts we want to share. Maybe we don't want to share any of it, you know
Right.
and we have the choice to choose what we want to share, um, and when we want to share it. I didn't share my cancer story for 15 years.
Right.
You might not want to share it when you're right in the middle of it. But yeah.
Well, let me encourage people though, Tim. You've learned this, I've learned this, because part of my rattled awake moment from that book was realizing I was not utilizing what God had given me as opportunities through these challenges to be able to reach out to people. You don't know what an amazing impact, all everybody who's watching, you don't know what an amazing impact you can have on other people that really need it badly because they feel isolated, they feel all alone. And by you being a little vulnerable and by sharing, it's not a woe is me, my life is horrible. It's sharing, this is what I'm going through, but life goes on. My whole message was and continues to be, hey, I totally believe God's not done with me yet. I totally believe that I'm going to be better for what I've gone through. And then I'm going to be able to reach more people and influence more people positively because of what I've gone through. And that is my goal. And I am so thankful for the stuff that comes back to me, but that's not why I do it. And so I think that, through this whole thing, by sharing, you help so many people, but it also really helps you all at the same time. Right, Tim?
It's so true. It's so true. And I think, depending where we are in our journeys, whether it's cancer or something else, what we want to share may change. Or at some point in our journey, we might want to not share something. Or at some point, we may want to share more, right?
Right.
But I do feel that, when you're ready to share it, it is going to help people. And I think it's okay to share. It's okay to share the good, but when you're really struggling, it's okay to share that too. When I do a post where I say I'm struggling, I don't always do this, but I try to put a piece in the post where I say, yes, I'm going through all this, but I have so much gratitude for X, Y, and Z.
Right. Yeah. I'm with you 100%. That is my message that I always make sure that I intentionally let people know. Yeah, some of this stuff really sucks that you're going through. Some of it's really bad and not fun. Having surgeries and treatments and becoming violently ill and all that stuff, man, not fun. Wouldn't choose it, right? Wouldn't choose it. But since it's happened, I also wouldn't choose to go back and not ever have had that happen because it's given me so many opportunities because that's how I chose to look at it. And I am the live the life you choose guy, right? And
You
so I
are.
really believe that you can make amazing choices with your life, but it's really up to you, right? I mean, you get to my new book coming out next year, Life Happens and Then You Choose.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, life happens all the time and we can't control that what happens to us, but we absolutely can control what we do from there, right? What we choose at that point and where we go with it. So, Tim,
Yes.
I tell you, you are an amazing, amazing individual. I want to give you an opportunity. Let us know anything that's coming up in the new year. Like, did I hear some whisperings about maybe another book?
There is. Yes. Thank you for asking, Russ. There's a volume 2 of Perspectives on Cancer coming out in February, and Russ is one of the contributing authors. Terry Tucker, Pamela Formica, Anna and Joe Tower, Ashok Bhattacharya, Diane Jackson, Branwyn Lee, Amanda Ferraro, Josh Tehan, Zorieta Morales, Shannon Lee Sin. I hope I didn't forget anybody, or maybe there'll be more. I don't know. But yeah, it's coming out in February, and just another opportunity to share our stories and connect and learn from each other. And yeah, it's coming out in February. Book number 2.
Woohoo! There's some amazing friends on that list and prospective new friends on that list. And the one I've got to mention, though, is Terry Tucker, who had become a dear, dear friend who had exactly the same cancer that I had. How many
Wow.
people do you know that get melanoma on the bottom of their foot that affects their whole body? Yeah, first of all, you don't know hardly any. I knew nobody ever in my life, and neither did Terry, I don't think, before this happened, that had that kind of cancer. And everybody looks at me and goes, how do you get melanoma on the bottom of your foot? Isn't that skin cancer from the sun? How does your foot get in the sun? Well,
Right?
you learn new things every day. First of all, melanoma isn't necessarily from the sun. It is skin cancer, yes. And it can spread rapidly when you have invasive melanoma like I had. And I believe that was the strain that Terry had. He had it, 13 years before me or something. So he has gone through some even more struggles because there was so much more advancement in medicine by the time I got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he has been a blessed friend that is still there. We're still like you and I, Tim, we're still communicating every week, sometimes every day. And I'm encouraging him when he's going through his treatment still and all the stuff that are going on. He's encouraging me when he's going through his treatments. That's what just kills me. I'm like, dude, you're going through these horrific treatments and you're encouraging me. So yeah, no, it's what a group, and I'm excited about that
Yeah.
book. I'm really excited.
I'm really excited too, and I'm so glad that you and Terry are connected. It's similar with me and Zoraida Morales. She also had CML, chronic myeloid leukemia, which is what I have, and she also lives in Astoria, Queens, which is the neighborhood that I grew up in. And we had the chance to go to her apartment on Thanksgiving after the Thanksgiving Day parade, me
Woo!
and my family. So yeah, really excited for the book, and
Zora
really grateful for all of the authors to
yeah.
share their stories.
Zoraida is awesome. She and I communicate quite a bit, and she was somebody I had the blessed honor to meet in person at Perspectives
Yes.
on Cancer. And before that, I mean, we got to know each other, her and James and I, really well before the whole thing. And Zoraida is awesome. And yeah, it's interesting. So you're both from Queens, really?
Yeah, like
Wow.
within a few minutes of each other, probably.
Wow, that's crazy, crazy, crazy. I will have to talk about growing up in Queens someday. But okay, with that, we got to wrap things up, Tim. Listen, give
All right.
everybody your gold nugget of today. And then how do we get in touch with you?
My gold nugget of the day is keep showing up. Keep showing up for yourself, keep showing up for each others, and get a screaming goat.
There you go. I agree with that 100%. How do people get in touch with you?
The easiest way is to connect with me on LinkedIn. Just search for my name, or they could go to perspectivesoncancer.com.
There you go. There you go. You're going to have to get a timsohn.com too.
I
Well,
totally need that. Yes,
yeah, you do. You do.
except
Well,
it's
listen.
taken. There's a
Oh, no.
freelance writer who I actually interviewed him once. Tim Sohn interviewed Tim Sohn for an article a long time ago,
Really? Wow.
and he has that URL.
Well, I tell you, you can come up with a version of that. You can go with
Oh, for
something close
sure.
enough. So, yeah,
Yeah.
what's your middle initial? There you go. So listen, thank you. Thank you so much. You are an amazing friend. Thank you for being on today. And
Thank you, Russ.
yes, I should make myself the same size as you. There we go. And hopefully we'll talk real soon after my whole journey that's happened here. And so I'm hoping that in the next week or so, we'll be able to talk again. I know that we communicate almost every day, but I appreciate these times when we actually could talk face to face, even though it's not in real life person, like, like Scott calls 3D, but at
Right.
least this is pretty darn close, right? Pretty darn close.
It
So,
is. It is.
all right, listen, I'm going to say goodbye to you. Hang tight in the green room as I wrap things up, and we'll see you in a minute. Hey, everybody. All right. Well, listen. Okay. As I mutter on, I want you all to know how much I appreciate not only Tim for being here today, but you for being here today, too. What an amazing community. Remember, go to russhedge.com to connect with me. And please subscribe on YouTube by going to marketingwithruss.live. I would appreciate that. And don't forget, you can still share this out. People can watch it on replay. And remember, it's also available on audio podcast, usually about a week after it broadcasts live. And so, yes, if you want to listen in your car, you can do that too. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to tell you. And I do want to say before we go that, first of all, Tim's information and mine is streaming, scrolling below me here on the screen. But I want to thank the sponsors one more time because I do appreciate them so much. Independent Merchant Brokers, your credit card, debit card processor, and point of sale systems. You can go to independentmerchantbrokers.com. Financial Freedom Wealth Management Group, amazing for your retirement and financial Management, go to financialfreedomwmg.com. Finally, Mama's on the Go Bistro here in Salem, Oregon. Man, if you're in Salem, you got to go. They're great sandwiches, great coffee. Call 503-378-9036 for more information. Or if you've got friends in Salem, just have them buy you a sandwich and mail it to you. There you go. Anyway, okay. I appreciate all of you. Until we see you again, which is every Monday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Have a great day and a great life. See you, everybody. Bye.
Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie. Be sure to subscribe in your favorite podcast app so that you don't miss a single episode. Have an amazing day.